7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Okay, so this is my 2018 Honda Grom. This is GROMZILLA. Okay, it's got quite a bit done to it. It's got the Kitaco Clutch cover, KoSo high flow oil pump, Chimera CNC clutch plate, Kitaco 60% stiffer clutch springs, oil cooler, 181 TAKEGAWA Big Bore with the S-type camshaft in it, dual Adonly racing, dual undertail exhaust, fender delete. It's got all the Power Commander software under the seat. So it has Power Commander 5, wideband 2 with auto tune, pod 300. It does have a 2-step launch control. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is putting that throttle body in here. And I'm going to let you watch me rip it apart. We're going to get the plastics off first, and then I'll run the little time lapse of me taking the old throttle body off, and then we'll take a look at them side by side and check out the differences. There'll be a list of all the parts that are on the GROMZILLA in the description below the video. I'll list everything that's been done to it. What's up, everyone? This is Bill. Today I got a video for you. Today we're looking at the 26mm Chimera Big Bored Honda Grom throttle body. Okay, this will fit all years in the Honda Grom. This is the Chimera, just a key in right here, and here at the bottom. We can get that camera to focus. Okay. This is a 26mm bored out throttle body, so it's been bored out through here all the way through. It does have a bigger butterfly valve. See there, it closes all the way, nice and snug. Okay, so we will uninstall the throttle body that is on the bike right now. If you've been following the videos, you would know that I did a 181 big bore kit on it. Okay, so this will let me still use my stock Chimera air intake system on this Chimera throttle body. Okay, so we're going to take the manifold off, and we're going to see what size, see how big the hole is right here for the manifold on the bike. And we may just etch it out just a little bit to match up with this hole diameter right here if we need to, if it looks like we need to. Okay, we'll just use a Dremel and etch out the intake manifold. But we'll take a look at this compared side by side with the stock throttle body that's on the bike. Okay, so let me show you the bike and let's get it taken apart. Oh, this can be found, I got this on SteadyGarage, $260. Okay, and I got it in 3 days. This is exactly how it comes out of the package. There'll be a link in the description below to check this out and go order it for yourself from SteadyGarage. If you're wanting to get some power down to the ground, all the little stuff is going to help. Little things like this, like changing your throttle body out to a bigger throttle body, getting more air in there. And I am using the stock 2-valve head. We're going to roll with that for a little while and see how it does once the turbo kit's on there. We may switch over to a 4-valve head, but everything starts with air coming in and how quick can you get it out of the motor. And that is ultimately how you make power. Okay, here's the part number, CH1047. Link in the description below to go check it out and order one. Well, let's get this bike apart. Okay, now that we got all the plastic panels off, and in the time-lapse video you might have seen me unplugging something as I was taking that plastic off. That's because it has a full underglow LED kit, so my plastics on both sides, they plug in. So you can see this little plug right here. That's for the LEDs that are attached to the plastics. And this made it real simple, so I could pull those off and just unplug them. Same with the back seat. It's got LEDs all around the inside of the plastic. And it just unplugs right here in this cluster of wires. Okay, so, just in case you were wondering. So here's what we need to get to. This is stock throttle body, or stock intake, and the stock throttle body right up here. Okay, so we're going to unbolt it from here. We are going to take the intake off completely, the intake manifold. So this is my custom bracket for my oil cooler. So we'll need to pull these bolts, hopefully just set the oil cooler aside. I think we can work around these lines and without unplugging them. We're going to find out. Okay, so we need to get this off of here. I'll show you what it looks like from the other side. Okay, so around the other side, we're going to have to take off the intake pipe. This is the Chimera intake. And we do have a 150 PCX Honda injector in there as well. So we do have a bigger injector. Okay, so we're going to have to undo our cables. We're going to have to unplug everything from that other side. And it's there's a bolt here and a bolt on the other side that bolts it down to the actual head of the motor where the intake is. Okay, so we're going to get the whole thing off, and then we'll separate it from the throttle, or from the intake. We'll separate it from there. And when we get it off the bike, I'll probably loosen these screws up while it's on the bike if it's easy. So we'll take a look at, run a little time lapse and start unplugging everything and getting everything out of here. Okay, now that we got everything disassembled, we got the throttle body off the bike, everything unplugged, I took the little piece that mounts the cables, so this little guy here, took that off of the Chimera. We just left it on the bike with the cables still in it, so we'll just attach them back to the wheel and back to the butterfly and use that. It'll mount right back up. So as you can see, they are exactly the same. This is a stock one that has been machined. Okay, this Chimera one here on the right hand side is a stock one that has been machined. So you can see that K&N, that is the brand that Honda uses. I think there's quite a few parts on the bike that are that same brand. Okay, so you can see the difference here. Same on the outlet. You see this thicker piece of metal here where it's not on here. So what I'm going to do is on the intake manifold, I'm just going to use a Dremel, and we're just going to taper it to get it that diameter. I mean, as long as we don't go past our O-ring here, we should be perfectly fine. I just want to have this same diameter coming in, so we'll just take our time, shave a little off at a time, get it to be as close to matching up as we can, so we have a nice tapered flow coming down the intake. We only need to take off maybe 1 millimeter or so. Okay, so we'll take some measurements here. Let's zero out our caliper here. So this is the stock inlet where your air intake housing is coming from. And it's looking like 25.5. Let's see. Coming across from here, 33.2. Okay, 33.2. Going across the bore here. If I put it up as high as I can here, Looking at 24.25. Okay, on the new one, looking at 27.8. Coming clear across. 34.38. 33. Okay, on the out with the stock. Looking at 24.43. 26.06. Okay, so you got quite a bit. Butterfly, right to the butterfly valve, 25.55 on the Chimera. 24.06. Okay, so we need to get our new borehole on the down the intake side to 26.05 or 26.06 right there. Okay, so I'll let you take a look at that before and after. Okay, so here's the intake. I have it bolted down to the table here. And if we take a quick measurement here, you're looking at 25.30. 25.30. Okay. And we need to come out to 26.06. So we're going to shave 1 millimeter off that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so upon further inspection, here is the Chimera intake mounted up to our stock throttle, or our throttle body, Chimera throttle body, the board out, mounted up to our stock intake, and I have it bolted here to the bench. You can see when we open it how it lines up. You can see right down the pipe there. So you can see where that metal is in there. What we are going to do is mark that with a permanent marker, and we're going to just chamfer that so it tapers just that little bit there. You can see it doesn't touch all the way on this other side, on this right hand side. So we're going to taper that so there is no sharp edge for air to hit. It's just going to flow straight in. Guess I'm going to get my fiance to help me mark that up, and then we'll bore it out with the Dremel, and we'll come back and take a look at it when we're done. Okay, so here is the final product, all port polished. See if we can get the camera to focus here. You can see it's all nice and polished up. Went all the way through it. So everything is nice and polished. It's bored out. It matches this side of our manifold, or our throttle body. It matches this side of our throttle body perfect. If you slide anything inside here, you can't feel any bump at all, and it is still under our rubber seal. Okay, so we got a perfect match, blueprinted to each other. So that's the best we're going to get with the stock 2-valve head for maximum airflow. Okay, so let's get it back on the bike and get that son of a bitch running. Okay, so we now have our Chimera bored out throttle body bolted up with our new port polished intake manifold. Okay, so everything is bolted together. Oil cooler lines are out of the way. Okay, you can see here on the other side, just zip tie these wires up away from the oil cooler lines because it does get a little hot. But everything is down to torque spec. And we have our idle screw right here. That's the screw with the spring on it up here. Okay, so if you're wondering how to change the idle, it is that screw right there. So behind this black tab, where you have a Phillips head, you have another Phillips head right here that's got a spring on it. That is your idle. Okay, so we'll fire it up and get our idle adjusted and get her running. Okay, so let me grab a Phillips head screwdriver. Moment of truth. Okay, idle is all adjusted. On the idle screw, if you back the screw out, it will add throttle. Tighten the screw up to take away throttle. Okay, and she is idling between 15 and 1700 RPMs. Okay, again, this is with the Big Bore 181 Big Bore kit. Okay, we'll put GROMZILLA back together. I got some more parts to review, and I will be doing a giveaway as well, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and keep following the channel and keep following my build, GROMZILLA Turbo, coming soon. Anyways, this is Bill. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure to subscribe. It helps me out big time, and that's what keeps the parts rolling in from these different companies to review and to show you guys how to do installs and whatnot. Okay, if you got any questions, leave it in the comments. Make sure you check the link in the description to go purchase this Chimera throttle body for your Honda Grom, and there will be a parts list of everything that I've done to the Grom in the description below the video. Okay, thanks for watching. Have a good day.